Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack the hidden stories in your favorite company's official documents. And boy, do we have a tale to tell today with UNIFI Inc. Get ready for some earnings revelations that might just make your head spin. Today we're diving into UNIFI Inc's latest performance update, a report that tells us what's been happening behind the scenes with this company known for its recycled and recyclable fibers. Think of them as wizards turning old plastic bottles into new fabrics for everything from your favorite sportswear to your home furnishings. We're looking at the fireworks that happened around August 20th, 2025, packed with information about their financial health and what they're telling the world about their recent results. UNIFI is incorporated out of New York, a common place for companies to set up shop legally. Their main ticket to trading is their common stock, known by the ticker symbol UFI on the New York Stock Exchange. So if you're a shareholder or thinking about becoming one, this is the stock you're watching. Now let's get to the juicy stuff, the results of their operations and their overall financial condition. This is where the company spills the beans on how they've been doing, and more importantly, what happened in their fiscal fourth quarter and the entire fiscal year that ended on June 29th, 2025. The main event here is a press release issued on August 20th, 2025. This is essentially their official announcement to the public about their latest financial performance. Think of it as the company's earnings report card. But to make sure everyone gets the same information at the same time, they're also talking about a conference call scheduled for August 21st, 2025. This is to make sure everyone from big investors to individual shareholders hears the same story about their fourth quarter and full year results. They've also attached the materials that management will use during this conference call. This is often where you get slides with key numbers and talking points, giving us a direct look at how they plan to present their performance. To really understand what's going on, we need to dig into that press release. What are the key numbers they're highlighting? Are they singing praises about record profits, or are they explaining why sales took a dip? This is what we'll be dissecting. In essence, this Form 8K filing is their official way of saying this is what happened financially, and here's how we're going to talk about it with investors. It's all about transparency, even if sometimes that transparency reveals less than ideal numbers. And look who signed off on all this important information: Andrew J. Eaker, the Executive Vice President, Chief Financial Officer and Treasurer. He's the financial gatekeeper, making sure these reports are accurate and comply with all the rules. His signature is the final stamp of approval. Now, while this filing itself doesn't contain the detailed financial tables, it points us directly to the press release and presentation materials, where those crucial numbers live. That's where the real story unfolds. Imagine UNIFI as a company that turns what we throw away into something valuable. Their success hinges on how efficiently they can collect, process and sell these recycled materials, and how well their customers like big apparel brands are buying into the idea of sustainable fabrics. A key part of understanding UNIFI's performance is looking at their revenue. Are they selling more of their recycled fibers? Are their prices holding steady or increasing? If their revenue is up significantly, it means more people are buying their products, which is generally a good sign. If it's down, they might be facing more competition, or perhaps the cost of collecting and processing recycled materials has gone up, squeezing their margins. We also need to pay close attention to their profitability. Even if they sell a lot, are they actually making money after all their costs are paid? This includes the cost of operating their factories, paying their employees, and any marketing expenses. Indicators like net income or earnings per share tell us if the company is truly healthy or just busy. Think about it like this. If UNIFI is selling a lot of fabric but it costs them more to make it than they're selling it for, then they're losing money with every sale. That's not a sustainable business model. On the other hand, if they can keep their costs low and their prices high, they'll be a very profitable company. This is where the nitty-gritty of their financial tables in the press release and presentation materials would really shine. We'd be looking for things like gross profit margins, operating income and net income to see the true picture of their financial health. Their strategy likely revolves around innovation and scaling their production. As more companies and consumers focus on sustainability, UNIFI is positioned to benefit. However, they also face challenges. The supply of usable recycled materials can fluctuate, and competition in the textile industry is always fierce. Ensuring they have a consistent supply of quality recycled materials at a competitive price is paramount to their success. Now, looking at these results more broadly, UNIFI is a company riding the wave of sustainability in the textile industry. Their ability to turn waste into high-value products positions them well in a market increasingly demanding eco-friendly solutions. However, the real test is always in the numbers. Are they converting this market trend into consistent profits and growth? Without the actual financial tables here, it's hard to give specific numbers like percentage changes in revenue or profit margins. But in a typical earnings report, we'd be looking for strong year-over-year growth in sales driven by increased demand for their recycled fibers. We'd also want to see their profit margins expanding, suggesting they're managing their cost effectively and passing on any increased cost to their customers. A potential risk for UNIFI could be the volatility in the price and availability of recycled raw materials. If there's a shortage or a significant price hike in PET flakes, for example, it could directly impact their production cost and profitability. Another risk is regulatory changes or shifts in consumer preferences that might favor other sustainable materials or methods. On the opportunity side, continued growth in the global commitment to circular economy principles is a huge tailwind for UNIFI. Expanding their product lines into new applications and forming strategic partnerships with major brands can further solidify their market position and drive revenue growth. So to wrap it all up, this filing from UNIFI Inc. is their official heads up about their recent financial performance, linking us to the detailed announcements and presentations. It's a snapshot of how they're navigating the competitive and rapidly evolving world of sustainable textiles. We await the specifics in their press release and presentation for the real story on revenue, profitability, and their outlook for the future. Alright, that's our breakdown of UNIFI's latest filing. What's your take on their position in the sustainability market, and what do you think the future holds for them? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.